What's up, all my Yorkshire's Joys and Wookiees? It's Anna, also known as Star Wars Girl, and in today's video, I'm going to be doing a little recap / review and my thoughts of the season finale of the Book of Boba Fett. Now, if you guys don't want any spoilers, do not watch this video. Now, I actually did a live stream where I reacted live on air to the entire episode. The link for that live stream is down in the description of this video, or if you guys want, just an easier way to find it, go over and subscribe to my secondary channel, That's Star Wars Girl Live, and that's where I re-upload all of the live streams that I do either here on YouTube or over on Twitch with my gaming stuff. Now that's out of the way. Anyone that didn't want spoilers, I'm assuming, has left by now, and they should probably come back and watch this after. They've watched the episode, they don't have anything spoiled for them. So, to get right into it, the episode, the way it ended, something happens which renders basically this entire season completely pointless, which is Finnick shows up at the end, all of the bad guys are in one room, and she takes them all out on her own. And it's like, okay, so these are the guys that have been the villains throughout the entire show that have been undermining Boba Fett from day one, and she just shows up and kills them in one go, no help from anyone, no droids, no nothing. She just shows up and kills all of them. Why didn't she just do that in the beginning? Boba Fett wouldn't have had any of the problems that he did. I don't know. It's stupid. It is. It was a really boring episode for a season finale. It just seems like, now that shows aren't at risk of like television networks saying, hey, the ratings are down, views are bad, we're getting, bad reviews from people. Now that they have big studios behind them, they're like, no, you have to do this many seasons. I feel like that creativity is there, and the standards have just shot out the fucking window into outer space and gone light years away, because it just seemed like, why would you make a season finale of this beloved character and just make it as boring as all goddamn fucks? Like, what on earth? I mean, the only saving grace that they had in this episode was that Baby Yoda showed up, which of course I love, and people give me shit, but I'm sorry. I'm a girl, he's a baby, I love him. And he's so cute, and he's so sweet, and he's so little. And the reason why Baby Yoda showed up was because in the last episode, Luke Skywalker gave him a choice. You can either choose Mando, and you'll have to leave the Jedi Order and all of that stuff and go be with Mando, or you can pick the lightsaber. Baby Yoda chose Luke, or excuse me, he didn't choose Luke. He chose Mando, and which, I mean, I'm not kind of surprised, but I thought what he was going to do was he was going to choose Luke, he was going to pick the lightsaber, and then Luke was like, all right, well, you picked the lightsaber, so you obviously are willing to sacrifice things so you can have the chainmail as well. But no, I guess that didn't happen, and he chose Mando, which, I mean, I don't blame the kid. Last time he was with the Jedi, he watched everyone get fucking brutally murdered by Anakin and the freaking clone troopers. So yeah, he's a little traumatized. I would be afraid of Jedi too if I was in his shoes. So, not really surprising there. Well, they also need him for Mando season 3, because they're not going to throw away their big money maker. So I'm not surprised at all by that. And, I mean, you have Boba Fett the entire episode just hiding basically in the ruins of their little cantina, and then not having any kind of plan at all. I mean, like, this guy he was intelligent in the original trilogy. I mean, he was the one that figured out Han Solo's plan was just to get released by the garbage, and that's how, Vader and the Empire followed them to Bespin, was because Boba Fett freaking hid and followed Han because he was fucking smart, and he was trying to think like Han would think, so that's how he was able to find him and catch him. And then they do make a point of bringing up with Cad Bane, and he's like, oh yeah, you're a killer just like your father, you have his blood flowing through your veins. And it's like, yeah, no shit, Sherlock, he's a fucking clone. Of course he does. And then Bane, like, what was the point of introducing him in this show just so you can kill him off? And his death was so stupid. It's like, okay, a bounty hunter that can literally kill you. Why would you alert him to your presence if you wanted to kill him? Well, people are going to be like, well, let's sport him because they needed to have that standoff. No, that was stupid. Everyone in this episode, I don't know how the fuck they're still alive, aside from Baby Yoda. It's like, if breathing wasn't a reflex, so many people would be dead, especially the people in this show. How can you be this fucking moronic and run an entire town? It's like, okay, You had the Rancor. All right, you didn't hire an army. Apparently, he's like, oh yeah, we have plenty of credits. Credits aren't an issue. It's like, okay, well, you're telling me that there's absolutely no mercenaries. You can't put out help wanted. Everyone in this town, apparently, remember they said a few episodes back, I was like, oh, we need water. It's like, okay, cool, you need fucking water. Why don't you actually start moisture farming? Oh my god, that's too hard for you? I don't know, maybe get it off planet or off world. I don't know. Also, oh, all of these people that need jobs and none of them have been trained in weaponry. So maybe we should get somebody here that can train them. Maybe we can hire some people. We can hire some, muscle and stuff. But no, let's just get the ragtag team off of the street and let's put them together and let's have those be our defenders. It's like, how are you not dead? Like, what is going on? Oh, yeah, it's right. Plot armor. That's why they haven't died yet. So, I know I'm jumping around in the episode. My mind is just, I don't even fucking care if I'm jumping around. It's just that stupid. Like, they're hiding in a little house. They got the Twi'lek guy, or not the house, the cantina, and they're like, oh yeah, go out and negotiate with them. The dumbass doesn't read the negotiation before he goes out after he's bragging that he was schooled on Coruscant, and then he goes out there and of course it's like, oh yeah, we give you nothing, we want nothing. And I'm like, alright, so if Finnick is the badass that can go around and just kill all of the enemies at the very end of the show, okay, so why don't you guys just sneak out of the house and, go behind them and then kill them, and then they're the ones that cornered, not you, because for whatever fucking reason, they thought it would be a good idea to just camp out at this fucking house or cantina so that way they can be cornered. And it's not even like a functioning cantina, it's the destroyed one that got bombed in the last episode. So it's like, well, you guys have fucking jetpacks, which they finally used. Okay, they use the jetpacks for like 5 seconds, and then they land, and it's like, motherfuckers, are you stupid? Well, yes, the answer to that is yes. Why don't you use your fucking jetpacks and all of the guys that are up sniping you from the top of the buildings, shoot all of those motherfuckers, and then continuously move, and why don't you drop fucking bombs on them? Because you do have them. Those do exist in Star Wars. Get a bunch of frag bombs and start bopping them. Go get the grenades. Bam, bam, bam. There you go. Fight is over. But no, they had to drag it out. And then they had to bring in these droids with the shielding, which they couldn't figure out how to get through. And, okay, at one point, Mando gets through the shielding. He has the Darksaber. I'm like, motherfucker, cut off this droid's feet. Cut off this feet so it can fall the fuck over. It's a big hunk of metal. It's not going to be able to get up with his little spikes for feet. It's like, didn't you watch the fucking prequels and see how Obi-Wan took out that alien? Like, come on, just cut off the feet, Mando. But no. He's got the Darksaber that can literally cut through the fucking metal, and he can't fucking do it. And it takes Baby Yoda to save him. Baby Yoda's like, I need a force. It was so cute. He like pulls off the bolt and he like falls back and he's holding the boat and he's like, ah. And I was like, oh, it's so cute. But even cuteness can't save this, kind of just ridiculous moron. I can't even come up with words. It's just, it hurts my brain how stupid this episode was. And then, okay, the people from the Freetown show up, and of course, they're being led by a strong, independent woman who's like 15 years old, and then that strong, independent woman just immediately becomes best friends with that strong, independent woman, the Disney's token brunette British chick that's got the bionic arm, and then they're like, we need a sniper, and it's like, well, no fucking shit, Sherlock. And then instead of having the dude with the eye that can literally zoom in and pinpoint on people, he doesn't even need a scope on his gun. He's literally got that, bionic eye implant thing, and that he could literally just zoom in on targets and shoot them. No, don't send him to be the snipers. Send both of the strong, independent women up onto the roof so that way they can shoot. I'm like, no. It's stupid. And then they turn the Rancor because, Boba Fett's little baby Rancor that he starts riding in this episode turns that into King fucking Kong. They literally rip off King fucking Kong. And at one point I was like, yo, this is like Godzilla versus Kong with the way that the Rancor is fighting the droids. But I'm not kidding, guys. At one point, the Rancor literally climbs up a building and it's like, rah! And I'm like, this is King Kong. Just send a blonde woman in a white dress up there. It's like Kong on the Empire State Building. And I'm like, what am I watching? I'm glad I don't pay for Disney Plus and I don't pay for this shit. But, I mean, have some fucking standards, man. I mean, I would be embarrassed to put my name on this if this is a show that I was working on. What the hell was it? Like, is nobody on set with a brain that's like, hey guys, this is beyond fucking stupid? Like, all of these people would have died, like, a million times already? What is going on? No one there has any kind of common sense. Nobody there knows how to choreograph fight scenes that will actually make functioning sense. Like, what the actual fuck was that? It was terrible. Why? Why spend all of this money, all of these resources, and make something so goddamn fucking awful when you could make probably one of the greatest shows ever? You got all the money and all the resources of fucking Disney, and this is what you decide to make for your season finale, a Book of Boba Fett. And again, throw in at the end that Finnick just goes and kills all the bad guys that were plaguing Boba Fett from day fucking one. He should have just that could have been the first episode. Just Boba Fett going in, oh, you screwed me over, bam! Oh, you screwed me over, bam! Oh, Ithorian, Mayor, bam! Pike Syndicate, bam! That could have been the opening episode. And then it would establish, oh yeah, Boba Fett. Yeah, he's still the guy that talked back to Darth fucking Vader, which I feel like people forget. Everyone was afraid of Lord Vader, right? Because he would strangle him and kill him and it's like, no, Jango Fett was like, you know, when Darth Vader's gonna freeze Han and Carbonite, he's just like, he's no good to me dead. It's like, yeah, he's debating with Darth fucking Vader. Like, come on. But no, this guy, and even Cad Bane has the line, it's like, oh, you've grown soft in your old age. And right before he savagely, stabs him and kills Cad Bane, which is like, oh yeah, what a waste of a character. I saw some people saying in my chat, because I was live streaming this, like, Anna, his lights didn't go off, so he's not technically dead. I'm like, well, no one's ever really gone, right? So it's like, all right. I don't know, the only sinisterness, I can't even speak. The only feeling I got of like, wow, this could actually be a decent villain, because a hero is only as strong as their villain. Because if the villain, or if the hero has nothing to rise up to, then they don't, I mean, there's not going to be that much of an epic tale unless you're trying to deal with some kind of like psychological thing. But if there's no villain, then there's nothing for the hero to rise up to. And I was like, wow, okay, they're introducing Cad Bane. Okay, you might have something here, because they're actually having him, he's coming in, he's being scary, he's shooting people in every episode, which I was like, all right, hats off. You're actually doing something that I was surprised by, which in this episode, I was surprised by them having, the Gamorrean guard just fall and plummet to their death. I was like, all right, some people are actually dying, but there'll probably be new Gamorrean guards in, like, the next episode. But so, having actually, like, Cad Bane, like, being, like, all scary and stuff. And for people that don't know who that is, just go watch the Clone Wars, and then you'll get a whole recap of that. I know that's a lot to ask for people to watch Star Wars, but if you really want to know about that character, because he's not my favorite character, but he is a good character, and when his episodes would come up, depending on certain ones I'm like, but he is that good villainous character that has, it is interesting, especially when it's like you're watching it from like his point of view, even though he's like more of a villain, but he can be the protagonist in some episodes, because a protagonist doesn't have to be a good guy, right? If it depends on the certain point of view, which you all should know if you're Star Wars fans. But yeah, this episode sucked, and those are like the big points that really stick out to me. And I love Baby Yoda. He was so cute. And, he's so sweet. And then, when he was touching Mando's helmet, he jumped, he used the Force to jump up into Mando's arms, and Mando caught him. And I thought it was funny how when, like, their ship got shot at, and, they were on the, the little trolley thing, and it was Mando, the chick with the really bad perm, and Baby Yoda, and the droid gets shot, so they all go flying, and he grabs Baby Yoda, and the whammon just falls flat on her face, and she loses a tooth. I was like, oh my god, that one was funny. I will give them that. But, yeah, this episode really sucked. It was a terrible season finale, and again, everything that happened throughout this show was made completely pointless with Finnick just going in and killing all the bad guys in one freaking take. You're telling me that the leader of these bad guys had no guards, had no kind of security system. Heck, the windows were literally just panels of wood with holes in them. There wasn't even glass there. And so, yeah, an assassin or, you know, a fucking spy could hear everything that they were saying, and she just shows up and kills everyone. It's like, wow, okay, cool. What was the point of this show if she could have just done that from the beginning? And I know people are like, well, he only found out about that. No, shut the fuck up. No, this is, if you want me to believe that this is Boba Fett, he wouldn't take no shit from no one. If those people weren't an asset to him, if those people weren't giving him money, if all they were doing was getting in his way, he would have fucking killed them. So don't give me that shit. He only found out the information in this episode. Blah, blah. Fuck that. That's a different character then. That's not Boba Fett. So don't give me that shit. Disney, or any of those people that are going to scream bloody murder in the chat. It's just, it was stupid. It was dumb. It was a waste of my time. But I love seeing Baby Yoda, so I mean, that's one saving grace. Yeah, we got King Kong, we got stupidness, we got more stupidness, and we got more stupidness. And that was Book of Boba Fett. But I'm sure everyone's hyped for Mando Season 3 now, because we got Baby Yoda back, so now Disney's going to make all the money and all the merchandise. So, yeah, there's my little mini recap of, I'm sure I forgot a lot of stuff, but this is just what's sticking out to me now. But yeah, if there's anything you guys want me to talk about more, go ahead and let me know in the comment section below. If you guys liked this video, if you guys liked my little jumblefuck recap, let me know as well. And please guys, smash the like button if you liked this video. If you didn't, that's okay too. Thank you so much for watching this far through. Once again, the entire live stream, if you guys want to watch my entire reaction, it is linked down below in the description of this video. Go check it out, or just, you know, go over and sub over to my secondary channel, That Star Wars Girl Live. That way you never miss any of my live streams on the re-upload. But anyways, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world, and may the Force be with you, because we are really, really, really gonna need it. Bye, everyone. Oh yeah, before I forget, yes, the end credit scene had what's-his-face, the dude that had Boba Fett's armor, the Cobb guy. Yeah, they had him in about the tank, and he's gonna go get those bionic implant things because they're gonna save him, because nobody's ever really gone, right? But then that also leads, because that wasn't Boba's Bacta tank, that was somebody else's, so who Boba mentioned, he's like, oh no, because she's like, oh, you should go in your Bacta tank, and he's like, no, it's being used by someone, and it's like, ooh, who's using it? I wonder, is Cad Bane gonna be in it? Nobody's ever really gone, right? So the mystery is, who is in the Bacta tank? Is it Baby Yoda? Is it Cad Bane? No, it's not Baby Yoda, because he left with Mando in the little ship, and you're like, let's go to hyperspace, bing, 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 bing. But yeah, so who is in it? It's probably Bane, probably, because BK wasn't in it, even though he said that he was going to get a lot of music, but he was already healed at that point. So it's like, who was it? It's either going to be Bane, or it's going to be the Twi'lek chick from Flashdance. That's my thoughts. Anyways, sorry, after credits scene, ending for my video. Bye everyone, thank you. Once again, thank you so much everyone for watching my channel and my content, and if you would like to support me further, go ahead and check out my Etsy, The Art of Anna TSWG, where I sell prints of my original oil paintings and drawings. I have a variety of characters, from landscapes to horror villains to Star Wars characters, DC and Marvel. So go check that out, and everyone have a wonderful day. Thank you.